Hi, and this is Girl Talk with Sallie Axl, me, your host. And today we have the amazing Gia Clarke.
Hi.
Yes, from OnlyFans, business entrepreneur, and just all-time sexy girl. And I love her. She's amazing, got the best vibe. So we're going to have such a sick interview today. I wanted to get Gia on because she's doing she's so successful in successful. I was going to say nearly successful.
I mean, it fits.
Yeah, no, she's so successful on OnlyFans and your platform. And I love having conversations with you day to day because you treat this such as a business, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to be honest. Like, I don't even think I even realised myself before I got as involved as I am, the actual potential of the amount of money that people are actually making on this platform. Like, I know I do well, but there are girls that do like a lot better than me. Like, the earning potential is just ridiculous in this kind of industry. So, like, and I think that's what a lot of people don't realise.
I think,
and when treating it as a business, if you want to reach that level, then you have to treat it as a business.
Yeah, it's like day-to-day consistency.
Yeah.
So what we wanted to talk about and what I wanted to bring you on the podcast for is because I wanted to get the stigma gone, which I hate, from the OnlyFans stigma, and I wanted to show the public and people at home that this is a business. This isn't just someone getting the tits out on the camera and thinking they're going to make loads of money. Yeah. This is a day-to-day work. So what in a day, how many posts do you do? What kind of stuff do you do?
So I tend to like schedule most of my stuff in advance because I think if you just leave it for on the day, that's, I think, where at the start a lot of people fail because they think, oh, I'll just post, and then it starts doing well and then they like forget to keep on track of it. Like, consistency is the main thing.
Consistency
for it.
is
so
key.
Like, every day I'll always make sure I've all got posts scheduled ready for the day so that like everything's going out when it should be, if the site works, which it doesn't always.
The money it can make is so much. And you know, with lockdown and everything, I think people have turned to OnlyFans because I know I did OnlyFans in 2020 when it came to lockdown.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great way for women and men, because there's loads of money out there, to make loads and loads of money.
Yeah.
So what percentage are you? Right. So if we're going to explain this to people at home, okay. So we've got percentages. So OnlyFans works on a percentage basis. So we've got like 12%. We would be lower down the key to 0.01. You'd be
is the like top of the, like, you can't really get much. Well, no, you can't get higher than 0.01. But so the 0.01 is probably like Cardi B. You know,
so
like
how
when
much you make on 0.01? Do you reckon a month?
It varies. So, like, I think the lowest, I'm not 100% sure because the more people that join OnlyFans and the more money that people make, it changes. So, say, like, what is 0.5, for example, now is different to what 0.5 was 6 months ago.
Yeah. So
like, you now have to earn more to get to that.
So, what's
percentage.
been your best week, like, in OnlyFans? Like, what was your best week money-wise?
I'd say, well, maybe last week, probably. I had a really good week. I went viral on TikTok.
Yes,
so
girl.
I had a really good day. I think I made like $6,000 the day that it went viral.
Wow.
So that contributed to, like, the best week I've ever had is probably like 11K.
11K in 1 week.
Yeah, well, dollars, but still a lot of money. Yeah.
Send me the dollars, baby.
Like, I've seen girls, like, obviously sharing screenshots in all the like OnlyFans models groups and stuff, and like these girls are like, oh, I'm fuming, I only had 20 grand this week. Usually I make 50 grand a week, and it's like, but that's me. Like, if I have a week where I make like 5 grand, I'm like, oh, I've had such a bad week, and everyone's like,
no,
have you had a bad week? Have you had a bad week?
So I obviously, people know I did OnlyFans, and I did so good on there as well. Not as good as you, but I literally couldn't believe the money. I was like, what the hell? I'm making more than men now. The lads around the city. I'm like, yeah, I'll just go and buy myself this and buy myself that.
It's addictive, isn't it? Like, once people realize, like, I definitely didn't realize the OnlyFans, like, how much money people made until, because I was a dancer as well, stripper.
Yeah, so stripping, right. So I've always wanted to know this, right? So I've been a stripper as well. And I know that people have different views, and strippers look down sometimes on OnlyFans girls.
Yeah.
What is with that? Like,
there's a word for it where like, say if you're a stripper and you look down on people who are like escorting and prostitutes, there is like a word for
like shunning,
slut shaming, but not
don't slut shame people.
Like I'm not gonna lie, but I think when I first started stripping, I was like, oh, I'd never do porn, and I used to kind of think not that I was better than the people who did porn and like prostitution and stuff, but I always thought I was like, nah, not for me. But I think once you start getting sucked in, like
I think what I started doing OnlyFans to what I do now, I'm like, when I first started, I was like, yeah, I'll just sell nipple pictures for like $30. And then I'm realizing like people aren't going to pay fucking $30 for a nipple picture. Like, and then I think you just get more free. And so I turned really horny off it. Like, honest to God, like I started being so promiscuous. Like I was really day to day horny.
Yeah.
I don't know why it turned me on making the money from doing it.
Yeah, I do get that. Yeah. It does. Well, like, money makes me horny, so.
Money makes you very much. And that's why you're good at your job. But yeah, so stripping and, stripping's really, I think it's had its day to what it used to be. Yeah. Not as good. I mean, obviously, if you're a good high earner, then you'd have to work hard. But back in the days when I did stripping, this was talking a long time ago. Yeah, over 17 years ago. But yeah, it used to make so much money.
Yeah, and I think, obviously back then, OnlyFans weren't a thing. OnlyFans was a pretty new thing in terms of it's only been around for about, I'm not sure, I think I joined like a long time ago, maybe like the start of 2017. But I would never really took it that seriously back then. And people were, but I think I kind of like, I didn't really know what it was, and I thought this is a bit cringe. Like,
I wish I'd done it because I remember I used to be friends with Gemma Lucy. Used to, that's it. But we used to hang around together, and she'd be like, "Get on this OnlyFans all the time," and I was going out with my ex at the time, so it was like a no-go. And I used to think, what is this like? And then when I started, it's so addictive.
Yeah, it is, and like especially now because there's like so many other platforms as well. It means it's getting a lot more exposure. So like I think when like Chelsea Ferguson launched Admire Me as well, like that, because she's got such a big like online presence, that like blew up and made more people aware of it. Like I didn't really get involved in OnlyFans that much until I started on Admire Me.
So you start through Admire Me? Because I've never done anything other than the platform of OnlyFans, because only because of the fact I have a lot of people who work like a lot of people, who are following me abroad. Yeah. So I find they're more connected to the dollar than they are to the pound coin.
Yeah. I think that's like with Admire Me, obviously, because Chelsea's got a lot, I think most of her followers would be British because she's like a bigger, like obviously she was massive on Twitter as well. She was like the Twitter Don, which
she made stripping very, very, very popular.
Yeah,
Chelsea
she did.
Ferguson. And the fact that she
was the reason I started stripping, because I always looked up to her. Like, she's like my little.
Well, she is. She's a nice.
Block is that a word? You know,
she's a nice girl. Well, I've known Chelsea for since I was younger. I mean, we've not always agreed on everything. I've not really agreed with many people on everything, but I'm not going to sit here and say that she's done amazing.
Yeah, she's done really well.
And what an amazing achievement for a British girl. And she's gone through a lot to have done that on the same kind of level as an American brands and stuff like that. What was I going to say to you? So back to OnlyFans. You know, with obviously you doing it and you're making it as a profession. Do you struggle getting boyfriends? What kind of like vibe do boys have when they start dating you and stuff? Do you tell people? Do you even tell lads?
Yeah. I'd rather. Like, I think, I make it pretty clear, like, online anyway. I think before I was even into OnlyFans, when I was just a stripper and I was still on, like, Twitter and whatever, like, I always, like, I've been pretty public about the fact that what I do for a living and how I make money. So I think,
date me.
I'm a stripper.
I make porn. Like, you will have a good time.
Yeah, well, it's just one of them things, like, I think I'd rather just be straight up from the start. 'Cause I know that there was girls, like, when I used to dance, like, and they'd be like, oh yeah, my boyfriend doesn't even know that I'm here. He thinks I'm staying at my mate's house.
I was a secret dancer.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have. I think I'm just really bad at lying. I'm like, and I forget the lies that I've told. So I think I'm like, if I was going to be doing that, I'd end up getting myself in like a big mess. I'd be like, I'd be telling him one thing and then telling him another thing, and then be like, oh,
going to my mate's house for dinner. There you are in bra and knickers and a photo.
You don't need to know what's in this bag.
Don't look. Close your eyes. So what has been like the weirdest things that you've heard on what have men said on OnlyFans? Like, because I always think like you get the strangest requests. What if you're on you've obviously got, how many followers have you got? Fans have you got, sorry?
At the minute, so I changed my page to free for a little bit to try and like entice people in. I change how I run my page all the time. Like sometimes I change but when it was free, I've still got guys that were on there from when it was free. So I've got at the minute I think about 30,000 fans.
30,000 fans.
Not all these though are paying fans. I'd say maybe about. I wouldn't even know the percentage. There's not even a way to work it out.
30,000 fans is a lot, and because you're sending out mass messages all the time, and they'll go to
they can unlock stuff. They don't have to pay to subscribe because see, my top guy that was my top spender, he was still on the page. I think he spent I think it was close to like $20,000, and he came in on a free trial. So. He was joined for free.
Can you send him my way, please?
He's for me to keep.
Give him me. I'm getting you drunk later. I want him.
Getting his details.
Just write the details here. No.
But there are a lot of guys though that will spend that amount of money if they like a girl, and I think sometimes that's why free trials and I think now it's a bit oversaturated with the free trials. I think once girls started clicking onto that's what the top earning girls were doing. Because I remember this time last year, if you were giving out free trials to your page, that was really frowned upon. Like the girls were
people would be like in the group chats like, only paid follow, only paid fans. And I'd be like, well, I'd rather get shouted out by someone with 100,000 fans, to be honest.
And it's like some girl, that's the thing with OnlyFans. Everyone who runs their page so different. Like, to how I run my page is probably completely different to how other girls who make the same amount of money. Because especially some girls make all the money from social media. Yeah, and who've got big followings.
TikTok.
TikTok is
you tried to get so Gia, me and Gia, we had a lovely little night in a hotel, didn't we? Where we got to know each other.
Yeah.
No, we did some content and we ended up getting on so well that I ended up missing work. We ended up getting really, really drunk and putting the world to rights.
Yeah.
But
we had fun.
We had a lot of fun. But you were telling me different ways that you make that you run the page, and you're really, really open and you've helped me a lot. And she was telling me little things that you have to do, and she's made me start a TikTok, which I will be uploading soon. But so Gia then was showing me all the TikTok girls and how they were making so much money and stuff like that, and now you've went viral, babe. Well done.
I've had one viral that's the thing with TikTok though as well, because it's so, I don't know what even the word is, but you have to be so consistent. So it's all right just doing one TikTok that's going to go viral, but unless you're constantly uploading TikToks that are entertaining people constantly, that people are going to get bored. The best example, I think, the main TikTok girl who inspired me was Rebecca Goodwin. She's done so well from TikTok.
Is that the blonde girl with the football?
That's Elle Brooke.
I like Elle Brooke.
I like her. Elle's a friend of mine in real life. I actually knew her before.
I really like watching her stuff.
She's really fun, and she's smart as well with how she does it on TikTok. She's done really well from TikTok.
So if you were going to give people advice who are watching this to start their own OnlyFans, TikTok is a good way to start.
Yeah, and to look at the girls who are doing well on TikTok. Because another thing on TikTok is girls who have 100,000 followers, that's not a lot on TikTok. All the top girls who are making so much money are all 1 million followers. But it's also really easy to build up followers on TikTok. So
because once you get something that's viral a lot, because I just follow people willy-nilly. As soon as I see a video I like one funny video, I'm follow.
Follow. And that's why the guy, because there's obviously so many guys and stuff on TikTok, they're just scrolling through, they see a hot girl that are follow. So even though 100,000 is a lot of people, but on TikTok it don't really mean that much because there's so many girls that these guys are following.
Yeah,
it's not as well. I feel like 100,000 on Instagram or Twitter is obviously a lot, but with TikTok's just different. But because it's so new, it's still really hyped up. So I'd think out of all the social medias, TikTok's is the one.
So scrap.
If you can crack it.
I'm
trying my best.
I have got no clue. I had to ask my daughter to help me create something the other day. She was put stand in the same position, then click and then change your clothes. And I was like, what the hell am I doing here? And I'm going she's put the mug into the TV screen and bring it back out. I'm I don't know what's going on. I am so I'm 35 now, so I think I'm beyond the time of TikToks, but I will try.
Yeah, I don't think there is a beyond time. No, I wouldn't have thought so. I think people, when TikTok first came out, I think a lot of people thought, it's a kids app. Yeah. But then as the more people have gone on it,
and
adults,
made some money.
Yeah, and now there's quite a lot of actually entertaining stuff on TikTok as well. I think it's brilliant. I absolutely love it.
I sit there on a night and then I'll start flicking through it, and it's been 2 hours and I'm where is my night gone? I don't even have a TV in my room. I just sit there with TikTok what am I doing? But I love
it's
the
so
pranks.
addictive, isn't
I
it?
love pranks. I think it's dead funny. I did one with my mum the other day. The one where you where you said, "Mum, get me the get me the," and I was doing this to her, and she was like, "What?" And then she comes storming up the stairs. I was filming, and she's like, "Get you the what?" And I was like, "Oh."
I think there's so many like trends that like come up so quick as well, like stuff like that. That's a good thing to like. Why TikTok's so good for like this industry, because there's so many new trends every day that like you can be quick to jump on a trend and get there before any of the other OnlyFans girls, and then you'll go viral for it.
Yeah, but I think as well, we've got to be... I used to have 150,000 on my Instagram. So with OnlyFans, there is a stigma on social media.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is so effing annoying, can I just say. So I lost my followers because of OnlyFans. And then you have to start again. And I know some people even on Twitter are losing, and I don't know how, because they literally have porn on Twitter. I don't understand how they could even lose it on.
I lost my Twitter. I think it got deleted for like 6 months.
Oh yeah, you got yours back, didn't
I got it back. Everyone who I've known who's had the Twitter, Elle Brooke, she got her Twitter deleted. She had like 500,000. She got deleted. She's just got it back. My other friend got hers deleted at like quite a lot of followers. But they seem to have a thing at the minute where they're just deleting people for like 6 months and then giving them their accounts back. But
well, there we go. You know what? We can win some, we can lose some.
Yeah.
So, right. So I always want to know this whenever I speak to anyone from OnlyFans. What is the most weirdest request you've ever had? Come on, give us a gossip on this one.
I don't even know off the top of my head what I know. I have had some pretty weird stuff. So like I'm in like a group chat with all the like other OnlyFans girls as well, just like chat to each other, and like some of the stuff that gets sent in there. I wouldn't.
What? Tell me one.
I can't even off the top of my head.
Tell me some gossip, Gia.
I know people have like a fetish for like armpits. I've been asked to send armpit pictures before. I've been asked for farting videos and stuff. That's pretty common. Like. But that actually does happen. Well, have you not seen this girl this week who makes 70 grand a week farting in a jar?
No, I've never seen anyone fart in a jar before.
This girl's going. She's quite big at the minute, like on like Lad Bible and stuff. Like everyone's sharing her because she makes like 70 grand a week or whatever farting in a jar. But like, and it's like
I mean, would you fart in a jar for 70 grand a week?
Yeah, would you? Who would? Would you?
Yes.
I'd do a lot more than fart in a jar for 70 grand a week.
I bet you so many people would. But farting in a jar, yeah. So what have you ever like had to send anything? I mean, one girl I know had to eat cigarettes. Used to film herself eat cigarettes. I think that's a little bit disgusting. Yeah. But I think it's trying to maybe degrade the girl, but do you know what I mean by doing it?
Yeah, maybe. Like whatever. I think the reason why people get so brave with these kind of requests is because they can hide behind a screen.
Well,
like,
of course.
So like people can come literally like user 34872 with an anonymous profile picture and ask whatever you want.
In a jar for me, please?
Exactly. But it's like the kind of they would in real life they would never dream of like going up to a girl and asking them that, because obviously they don't want to be known.
Like, do you want a drink and do you want to fart in a jar?
Do you want to fart in a jar? Yeah, if you farted in it, then I will.
What the
fuck? A drink of what?
Do you know, that's what I mean. I think it gives people such courage, and that is
definitely does.
That's why not only within OnlyFans, on all platforms, that's why you get trolls and and I think the stigma with OnlyFans and being slut shamed is absolutely disgusting. Now I've had it recently, like a group of girls I was friends with, they're trying to like make me feel bad for doing OnlyFans. Like they ended up saying something about me when one of them was going out with her fella. She didn't even fancy him just because he had money.
Yeah,
and I think
it's the same thing, if not worse.
It's worse. Like at least I'm going out and getting my own money.
Definitely,
like,
that's what I think.
How can you judge that? Like, I just think, why do girls do this? What do you get that?
I mean, luckily not to my face. I've had the odd like message that I've just thought, well, I'm not even, this is so irrelevant, like I've no idea who this person is, like why would I care about their opinion? I think if it were like my friends and stuff, and my family, and I knew that my friends had been chatting shit about me, then I'd probably feel a bit worse. But like I'd just end up being friends with like girls who were doing the same kind of thing as me, so that like we're all on the same path. Yeah. So I think that way like nobody's judging anyone, because like we're all helping each other rather than like tearing each other down.
Yeah.
So I think before, like I was a dancer and I had friends who like had like normal jobs, vanilla jobs, and then
vanilla.
And then when I started like flitting off into this world, I think like people can be jealous because
of how much money we make, and
not even just the jealousy,
sexually freedom.
Yeah.
And I think what's liberating is that back in the days, women had to be shamed for being sexual.
Yeah.
And I think the only people that shame women now for being sexual is more women. And I don't understand that. We've fought so hard for years and years to vote, to have to be equal, and we still shame each other.
Yeah.
Let us be free. If I want to have sex 20 times in a week, I can fucking have sex 20 times in a week. Like, I don't understand why people have such an opinion on other people's sexuality.
Yeah, I know,
I just feel be free, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. No, I agree with you there. Like, but I mean, the amount of people that like probably are saying these things are probably like out sending news and stuff to like men who live in their mum's box room for free. It's like just because we're profiting from it, that's why they don't.
Or they're probably going home with someone for a free line of coke.
Yeah,
are you allowed to say this? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely.
It's just it baffles me, to be honest. I just think, you know, what people aren't understanding is OnlyFans is such a business, and
it is.
a lucrative business as that. Like, there's a girl who made her first. I think I can't remember her name. Oh, she's fab. She's like a hippie girl. What's her name? She has all like the hippie stuff. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
She's on OnlyFans anyway. She was like, "Thanks OnlyFans for giving me my first £2 million," and she's only 20.
Really?
And I was thinking, what the hell? Like, this is such a crazy.
It's an opportunity as well, isn't it? Like, there's not many other like jobs that you can like start up with nothing and build up to be able to make 2 million before you're 25. Do you know what I mean?
Well, some people seem to think that OnlyFans is a pyramid scheme. Right, because I have spotted this a little bit. When girls are posting, £200 tip, it isn't. It's from the other girls get paid doing the promo a lot of the time. Sometimes it might be, but majority of the time it is. And I think what it is, it has got another side to it with OnlyFans, because it's got this clickiness. If you're not in the 0.0s, if you're not in the 0.1s, then you can't be in this group. You can't be in that group. I won't work with you if you're not big enough, you've got that and haven't got that many fans.
Yeah, definitely 100%. But like, I do like kind of agree. I'd never like say to someone like, "Oh, you're not good enough to work with me." But at the same time, I want to work with people who are at a similar level to me, so that we're both benefiting from each other the same.
Exactly.
So like, if I work with like, this job is very time consuming. Like, when you're not answering messages, when you're not actually doing content, there's so much to OnlyFans that people aren't even aware of. It is a 24/7 time consuming thing. And so for me to take time out of my day to shoot with someone who I don't know, who is like say like brand new to OnlyFans, it's probably not something that I would do, because it sounds selfish, but like I won't benefit from that. Whereas if it's a girl who I don't know but they're making like a lot of money, then I'll work with them, because then we're like helping each other out.
Yeah.
And it's like
it is true.
Like beneficial for us both. But if it's, do you know what I mean? But that, I do understand the clickiness of it, but also there are a lot of girls that do genuinely think they are better than other girls. And sometimes these other girls end up, I know I've like before in the past, like, not looked down on a girl, but like not worked with a girl because of that.
No, I've done
then the same girl is now making more money than me. So it's like it's
ways and roundabouts. So like, Gia, where did you like come? You're from Wakefield, are you?
Yeah.
Near Wakefield.
Yeah.
Wakefield,
yeah.
Wakefield. So Wakefield's quite. I've just literally, how weird is this? Gia was living in Liverpool and I was living in Wakefield, and then I moved back to Liverpool and Gia's moved back to Wakefield.
Literally like the same.
We've literally
have
the same. We swapped lives. But yeah, I lived in Wakefield when the lockdown was on, so there's not really that much to do in Wakefield anyway.
There's not.
And now there was literally nothing to do except for the lovely walks that they have around there.
Yeah.
But so what do the people from your hometown think? Like, what do people from your school think? Like, because you're initially like, you are now doing porn. That's what it is. It's porn, isn't it?
It is porn, yeah.
Wait, I know I hate that word as well. I hate the word porn.
And that's like,
except when I'm watching it.
So when people like, girls are like looking, so I've seen girls who I know full well have sex tapes on their OnlyFans, say things about, but I don't do porn. But you do. It's regardless if it's amateur porn or professional porn, it's porn.
Well, so I tried to like sneak a way around this. So at what first I used to think, well, if it's a leaked sex tape, if you leak it yourself, it's not porn. It's not, but it is.
All of it's porn. Even like the pictures of like the explicit pictures, it's pornographic imagery. It's porn. It's all porn.
But I mean, this is where the stigma starts because people think you shouldn't be able to make so much money from porn, and the government is trying to put a hold on it because I got chucked out of banks because they don't like sex workers in banks. Like the corporate companies don't like how much these us girls, not just me, the whole of OnlyFans are making, and very, very fast turnovers with no outgoing overheads.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, your overhead could be your electricity in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Really?
And then a few lingerie bits from Shein, and that's
listen, Shein. She's the biggest pull for Shein. Go on, tell me about it.
I'm surprised they've not sponsored me because I am obsessed with Shein. Like, I get everything from Shein.
Yeah, so
this is actually not from Shein for once.
You broke your bra knickers out. Well, that pink.
Actually, it is.
Well, that pink set you borrowed me was,
and it's good. Gorgeous. But that's what I mean. People like spend like fortunes and fortunes on lingerie, but you really, like, if you were starting up on OnlyFans, you really, really do not need to spend a fortune. Like a cheap ring light you can get for like a tenner.
Okay, so you're going to give us the tips right now.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're going to do now, guys, because we know it might be going back because Boris is it. You know what Boris is. You're one of them. And we know we might be putting this back into lockdown. So a lot of people won't be able to work. So if you are a girl who might be interested in starting the community of OnlyFans, then let's, Gia, tell us what you think is a start-off pack. Let's do a starter pack for an OnlyFans girl.
So, to start off, probably like a cheap ring light. You can obviously upgrade. Like my ring light now was like not cheap, but obviously
to start off,
just a cheap ring light from eBay. Couple of Shein sets.
What else?
Toys, depending on what you wanted to be doing. But I think if most people starting out, unless you know that you're going to start out and be in that, because another thing that people forget is as well, once you put it on the internet, it's on the internet.
It's on the internet for life.
Yeah, and it does happen. It does get leaked. You have to think when you're putting this on, will I care if this gets leaked?
So we've got ring light.
Yeah.
We've got Shein. You can shop at any other brand or shop.
Other brands are available.
Other brands are available, not just Shein. But so we've got that, and we've got ring light and props or whatever you need to use.
Yeah, props was a better word than toys.
Well, we're doing a PG version because we don't know the age of it. So props. And what else really? And you just need a phone.
Yeah, your phone, like.
You don't even need a laptop, do you? You just need a phone, really.
No, things like that obviously like can come down the line if you decide you want to stick with it.
And I always think the main thing with OnlyFans is putting time into it because
definitely and consistency.
And if you haven't started off with a lot of followers, you need to be messaging these people back because you need to try and like make them spend as much money as possible.
Yeah.
So think of them all as a wallet. You need to keep making. Oh, is that? Could I say that? Or does that sound like I'm thinking of people as wallets?
Maybe.
Cut. Edit out.
I suppose you can think of your OnlyFans as a wallet, not say the individual guys as a wallet, but like, so like, I just treat my OnlyFans as like my bank account that I pay myself from. So like when I'll pay myself however much a week, and then I'll leave some of it like into like with. I don't know where I'm going with
wherever the holding place is.
Yeah, but like obviously to keep it like top, you need to be like into and working and putting time. It's the same as any other job. Like the more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it.
So realistically, if you are thinking about doing OnlyFans, then sorry, I can just see my bra coming out then. If you are thinking, it's not Shein. If you are thinking about doing OnlyFans, then remember that whatever you put out there will be there to haunt you for the rest of your life if you don't like it. So that is a major, major thing. And we all know how dangerous the internet is and the trolling that comes with it. Have you had any bad you trolling online? Like I've got this thing on Instagram.
Oh, with hidden words.
Hidden words. So if you don't know about hidden words, do you know what to do?
To be honest, I luckily I don't even get that much trolling, to be fair, which I thought the more my page and my following and stuff grew, that I was gonna be getting like more and more hate. But luckily, like I think TikTok is You get a lot of hate on TikTok,
I've
but
seen the
everyone
comments
gets hate on TikTok. Like, even if there's nothing to hate, I think TikTok's just a hateful place. But other than TikTok, I don't really get hate, trolling anywhere else.
I had suffered a lot of trolling. Not that I care anymore, because I've chose not to allow negativity to rule my life in any way, which we will be doing more podcasts on negativity and how to lead positive lives. But I really, really wanted to get Gia on, because I just find that people have such a bad stigma with girls doing OnlyFans and think that it's just some kind of like sluttier way to make money, when it isn't, and it's such a business. And that's especially why I wanted to get you on, because you're such an inspiration to me and so many girls out there, because you really are doing it really well and keeping it so
are you.
Thank you so much. And you know, I just find you're a really motivated person, and everyone needs to follow Gia on all her links. She's got TikTok, Insta, Twitter, OnlyFans.
Gia X Clarke on everything.
Gia X Clarke on everything. And I've really enjoyed having you on the podcast today.
Here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being one of my best podcasts.
Thank you.
But yeah, and do follow Gia on all the things. And I'm going to put Gia's referral fee. No, not referral fee. I'm going to put Gia's referral on there. So if you are a new girl and you want to join OnlyFans, then go on to Gia's.
Yeah, because I actually did a guide. So like,
oh, here we go.
It's obviously a lot more in depth. Obviously, it's covered what I've covered today, but this is like a lot more in depth, because the only reason I got to where I am now is from like guides from other girls.
Yeah.
So I actually did a really in-depth guide, which I will give to my people who sign up through my link.
So get referring onto Gia's link, and she will give you a guide. I don't know if there's a WhatsApp group or whatever you do, a group or something.
Yeah.
And they'll give you tips on what to message, sexting and stuff like that, is it? Yeah. And you know what? It's nice to have somebody there when you do sign up to OnlyFans, because if you don't go into a referral and you're just there on your own, it's really super, super hard.
It is, yeah.
So everyone who wants to get involved, follow Gia. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on,
Thanks
babe.
for having me.
Lovely to see you again.
And you.
Bye.